The work of IID is inspired by the life and the works of Turkish Muslim scholar Fethullah Gulen. In addition to being a progressive preacher rooted in tradition, he is also a prominent thinker, writer, poet, and educational advocate. In introducing Mr. Gulen to our friends in the West, I asked them to take the activism and advocacy of Martin Luther King Jr., take the educational focus of Maria Montessori, and the non-violence stance of Gandhi, and mix all together in one person. That is the closest short description of Gulen I can come up with. Gulen has been noted for a number of his activities and stances. He advocated combining secular education with ethic and character education, promoted teaching as the noblest profession for the young generation. He has consistently advocated peace and non-violence. He was the first Muslim scholar to publicly condemn the attacks of 9/11 with the advertisement in the Washington Post and with interviews he gave to major newspapers. His contributions to Interfaith Dialog have been recognized by personal audience by the late Pope John Paul II. Civil society movement inspired by Gulen's life and works, the faith-based social movement in Turkey that was inspired by the ideas and activism of Gulen is referred to as Hizmet by its followers and participants, which could be translated as volunteer service movement. In Gulen's own terms, it is the movement of humans united around high human values. The movement of humans united around high human values, I would like to emphasize. Participants in this movement have set up non-profit organizations, charitable foundations, professional organizations that are active in the areas of education, media, healthcare, relief, and business. By some estimates, over 1,000 education institutions, such as K-12 schools, tutoring centers, reading rooms, and universities have been established around the world. These are non-religious, non-denominational, secular schools sponsored by Turkish and local entrepreneurs, altruistic educators, and dedicated parents. Regardless of their location, these schools are symbols of harmonious interfaith and intercultural relationship, successful unification of faith and reason, and dedication to the service of humanity. It is estimated that over 10 million people are directly impacted by the activities of this movement, which was spawned from Gulen's dedicated educational activism from 1960s until this very moment. Like many movers and shakers coming from a faith background, Gulen attracts support and praise from a majority of citizens of his homeland, Turkey. But he also remains a controversial figure for some of them. For the radical Islamists, he is too soft to Christians and Jews, and he was even called the secret cardinal of Rome in Turkey. For the neo-nationalists, he is a threat to the secular nature of Turkish Republic and has an agenda to steer the country toward the Islamic society. Former U.S. Secretary of State James Baker, in his luncheon address in Houston in 2008, commented that if a man is drawing the anger of such opposite extremists simultaneously, he must be doing something right. The presence of this faith-based transnational social movement, which promotes dialogue, peaceful coexistence, and democracy, should be a beacon for light or for believers in these values in the Western world. Now they have a powerful partner in the Eastern world that is reaching out, building bridges of trust and partnership. At the Institute of Interfaith Dialog, we consider ourselves together with our partners from every faith in the business of building islands of peace amidst storm of lies, deception, conflict, and violence. When storms are over, when people look around, they should not see an empty space. They should see these islands of peace that were painstakingly built by believers in peace. I would like to leave you with a challenge. Reach out to those who are disinterested or reluctant or outright antagonistic toward interfaith and intercultural dialogue. I would like to thank each of you for taking time to be with us tonight, and peace be with you always. Thank you.